Oh my gosh, guys, look at the current GPU mining profitability. As we know, the calculator in hashrate.no has been broken and they fixed it. Now, I don't know for sure if these are the correct numbers, but if you manually punch everything into the calculator itself, then it is correct. So I'm actually going to punch these manual numbers in to see if they are right. But let's look at a couple things first. So here I am at zk.work mining pool. And if you've been mining ALEO, you're probably realizing, why is my hash rate fluctuating all over the place? So you can't just turn on your GPU and think, oh, there's my hash rate. So you do actually have to let this run for at least 24 hours. So then you can see your average hash rate here. So let's just have a look here on what some of my GPUs are doing that are single, like the 4090 here. If we actually click on that worker, we can get an average hash rate here. And I am currently doing about 1.47 mega hash. Now, in the miner and at the pool, sometimes my 4090 does fluctuate. It's usually around the 1.3 mega hash, but it does go as high as 1.8 to 2 mega hash. But here we can see 1.47 mega hash is actually our average. So let's come into the mining calculator to kind of see what that looks like here. So we go to the 4090 here, and it looks like it's already dropping. So it looks like the numbers are dropping on ALEO pretty darn fast here. So coming into here, more on that later, actually, because we're going to see that this is actually over-reporting when it used to be under-reporting. The profitability still looked good, but you were actually getting a lot more rewards than the calculator. Now it looks like it may be over-reporting the rewards, and now it's going to bring a flock of GPUs online, which will drastically destroy those rewards. Anyway, looking at this, hashrate.no for the 4090 does say you should be doing about 1.43, which does actually seem fairly accurate based on my findings here. So again, let's just come in there, 1.47, 1.43. So that's actually on par with the overclocks that they provided us. So that's actually a nice check mark there that things are actually looking pretty correct at hashrate.no, at least for my 4090. So now I want to do a quick check on the RTX 3060 Ti. It is saying about 0.28 mega proofs. And if I come into my 3060 Ti here, we're doing about 270. So a little bit off, but it is actually pretty close to that 24-hour average. Now let's come back and look at the profitability. So if I go to my dashboard, as we know, ALEO price has been crashing. It's down over $2. I think it peaked at something like $6.50 there. Now it's at like 5 something or 4 something. It might be below $4 or might be below $5 now. I'm not 100% sure. But coming into my payouts here, we can see some of my average hash rates for everything and stuff online, 6.25, 6.58, or our yields have been dwindling as the network hash rate, you know, has been picking up and stuff in the coin. But anyway, we're going to go to 6.58 mega hash. And remember, all the same GPUs, some days will be 6.25, other days I'm at 6.58 here. Here's just when I had like single rigs on, just started and so on. So this doesn't count. Past 2-3 days here is when I turned on more GPUs. But I'm going to go with, I guess, 6.25 here because this might have been a high day. I don't really know. But I'm going to go 6.25 mega hash just to see how close its calculator is. So I'm going to come into coins right here. I'm going to click on my coins here. I'm going to find ALEO. And I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go into the calculator and put in 6.25 mega hash. So even though this says mega proofs, it doesn't matter. You know, some coins you're mining whatever graphs and stuff, you're still in mega graphs and so on. The same hash rate calculations do apply even though it's under a name. So this is still 6.25 mega hash even though it's mega proof. So we're going to calculate this looking at it before power. It's all about the yields here. We can see 6.25 is about 4.44 ALEO. So if I actually look at my rewards here at 6.25, I'm about 4.4, 4.29. So the calculator is actually pretty close. Obviously here it does show I had a bit more mega hash and less yields. That's because the network hash rate is kind of picking up. It might be dropping now because that price has been dumping here, but now that hashrate.no kind of fixed their calculator and it's showing a massive amount of rewards, we're going to see that hash rate come back in. And obviously after this video as well, we're probably going to see a bunch of hash rate come back on as well. So our yields are going to drop, but at least they did fix this calculator. It is no longer longer underreporting, and it's pretty close to what you are getting, and sometimes it is over-reporting based on that, as it was showing, you know, just before I started this video 5-10 minutes ago, it was over $5 in profit, and now it's down to $3.91. But it is nice to see that hash rate.o numbers are pretty close and about what you should expect when it does come to a mining ALEO anyway. So for the 3070, it's actually saying around 78-cent profit, $1.11 in revenue before power. That's pretty good. This is pretty good. GPU mining is doing very well, but there's one thing you guys really got to take account for. Don't go out and buying mad dash FOMOing into GPU rigs right now, because in just like 2 or 3 months away, it does sound like sometime early January, ASICs are going to hit. That's some of the timelines. I've been hearing some rumors from some people that's been talking to some manufacturers. It does sound like January is when we could start seeing these ASICs. So there's only a few months left. So you're not going to ROI anything here, but we could expect a major pump on ALEO once those ASICs are announced. That's usually how things go. So that could be the possible peak here, because that is early 2025. So that could also cause the main peak of the ALEO in total. And then we're going to lead into the next 4 years wait. And again, we have no idea how that's going to play out, but that's just kind of interesting timing in the market, and how the altcoin season, everything comes out is when those ASICs are releasing. So it is nice to get the rewards now, stack up what you can and get ready for it. But I probably wouldn't just go in and just mass FOMO in the GPUs, because this coin will be gone eventually, and then we're still stuck with everything else that isn't really profitable at all. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out this video. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.